Leon is one of those brawlers where it doesn't matter how small or big of a nerf he's gonna get, he's still going to be used no matter what. Now personally, I haven't used him in quite some time now until recently, and well, yeah, he's still really powerful. Even with all the new brawlers that we have nowadays, there aren't really many hard counters to him. So in this video, I'm just going to show why he's still really powerful to this day. But first, going over my loadout, I'll be using Clone Projector for my gadget, and I'll explain 2 reasons why I prefer this one over his other one. Moving on, my first gear is Lingering Smoke, my second one is Shield, and finally my star power is Smoke Trails. So with all that said, let's begin. I think many people can agree with me when I say playing as Leon is tremendously fun, but fighting him can easily become a nightmare. And I'm not really talking about his super, but rather his DPS, because I can't tell you how many times I've died from him in like less than 3 seconds. And even if he's not close by to maximize his damage, his range is long enough to basically kill you even if you don't see him. In this regard, he's kind of like Crow, where he's able to do chip damage while also keeping a brawler far away. So by constantly attacking them, they might not be able to regen, which will give you the opportunity to close in and finish them off. So I mentioned that I preferred Leon's Clone Projector over his other gadget for 2 reasons, and the first one is that it provides as a good distraction. So here I'm in a 1v1 with Bibi, and I decide to use my last clone to sort of keep her in a single spot. Eventually she goes to the top, and I manage to surprise her without getting hit once. But sometimes things don't go as planned. For example, I try to bait this kid into using his super, but instead he uses his regular attack and I'm forced to retreat. Funny enough, he did end up using his super, but only when I attacked him and he was on low health. Now this is a little less practical, but you can also use his clone as a sort of shield, so here I was able to block some of Shelly's damage long enough to escape. But since a lot of brawlers can do piercing damage, I wouldn't rely on it too much. Now going over my second reason, it basically tells you exactly where a brawler is. So if you're unsure if a bush or location is safe, then the clone does most of the heavy lifting for you. But do keep in mind that the clone always goes for the closest brawler, and it also reveals your location unless if you have your super ready. So in my opinion, Leon is just as good, if not better, than he previously was. Now, I didn't really mention this in the video, but I think the ultimate hard counter to him are brawlers that have high health and can do lots of damage per attack. So whether it's Lily, Kid, or even El Primo, if they're able to catch you by surprise, you basically have no chance of survival. And that's not including the whole Krusty Krab power-ups things, because that Patty palette is unbelievably broken, but at least it's only temporary. Anyways, have a good day.